It's a cliché to say a car has no competition. Icons like Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, and Porsche arrogantly proclaim their products stand alone. For the 2017 Ford GT, that notion is true. Yes, it's measured against the exotics. The GT is faster than some. Not as powerful as others. They are all pretty light. And numbers aside, each one is brilliant in some way. That's where the GT is different. It's the only American supercar on the list. Really, the GT is competing with itself. Or worse, the idea of itself. The people who will own this car remember or were told the legend of the Ford GT40 single quote S indelible 1-2-3 victory at the 1966 Le Mans. They might have owned the 2005-6 GT. These were seminal moments in Ford's history. The company doesn't downplay them. In fact, Ford looks back on them as a reminder of its past greatness and future potential. That's heady stuff. But the mid-engine GT certainly is all of the vitals: 647 horsepower, carbon fiber materials wherever possible, advanced aerodynamics, and a top speed of 216 miles per hour. We're contemplating all of this as we arrive at the Utah Motorsports campus about 30 miles west of Salt Lake City. It's a frigid morning and temperatures won't make it out of the 40s during our day at the track. There's occasional precipitation, thick puffy cloud cover, and random periods of bright sunshine set against the mountains. It's surreal, yet that seems fitting since we're testing a car whose legend precedes it. Today we'll find out if the Ford GT is legit or merely hype. Getting in the car isn't that hard. It's like any exotic. The doors swing up. We sling a leg over the carbon fiber tub, slide across, and nestle into the bolstered and rig racing style seats. We're surprisingly comfortable. The view is decent. We adjust the steering wheel and use a hand pull to set the pedal box. The dashboard is one long carbon fiber shelf. We notice H984, the model year designation and last three of the VIN, and an American flag at the far right. There's a 10-inch digital instrument cluster in front of a steering wheel straight out of a race car. Designers borrowed one hanging on the wall in Ford product chief Rajner's office and used it as a guide. There are buttons for the headlights, turn signals, and audio controls, and knobs for the driving modes and windshield wipers. The headliner is soft, and there are carbon fiber pieces in the doors. All told, the setting is actually nicer than we expected. We're excited, but not freaked out. On a scale from Camry to Countach, this is somewhere in the middle. We push the red button. It must be the first time this car has fired today. It sounds like something is exploding behind the cockpit. The 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 engine growls, burbles, and then evens out to low, sinister idle. Easing onto the western loop of the circuit, our first laps are cautious. By afternoon, we're helmeted up and wearing a 6-point harness, blasting along the brief open straights at more than 124 miles per hour. Of course, it's exhilarating. The car has a lot of brakes and there's little pedal travel. The idea is to carry as much speed as possible through the long curves. Get it a little bit wrong, or start feeling cocky and these carbon ceramic stoppers grab you by the collar. The GT is so low. At one point we're scraping parts of the track, and it's a pretty even surface. The steering is heavy, in line with how the McLaren 675 Lieutenant feels on a circuit. McLaren now also has the 720S looming as a GT fighter. At an elevation of more than 4,300 feet, we are probably not making all 637 ponies, but the quoted sub-3-second sprint to 60 feels right. The 7-speed dual clutch is excellent. Grabbing the paddles is fun, but not really needed.